Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to another haul. Told you I was going to do a little raffle maybe. I found these two books, thought it made sense for 500 subscribers. Amazing Spider-Man and Batman 500. I'll I'll do a video. All you got to do is with this video just comment on it, and then I'll do a video raffle for everybody that comments. I'll do these two. I'll throw in a bunch of other stuff too. Just a way of showing my appreciation for everybody out there and stuff I've learned from watching other videos. Some really good people out there on YouTube. So thanks everyone, and just remember to comment. Could be whatever you want. Doesn't have to be anything special. Now let's get into the books. First up, for these, I paid a little bit more probably than I wanted to for these, but I think we got something here. They just announced a new casting for the Legion TV show, so I actually had about probably 4 or 5 sets of these that I had sold off when the original announcement for the show was made. But now that's moving forward a little bit, going back, the hype had died down a little bit, so got these for not a bad price. Paid about 16, both of them. They're both near mint. 25 is a tough one to find without any spine stressing, just because of the black cover. I don't think it was ever really highly sought after. So I'm glad to have that. They're both pretty nice copies. Like I said, I paid about 16 and paid 12.25 for this guy. Probably some impulse buys on these three here, but they're not bad future books. Batman #7, first appearance of Harper Row, who we know is Bluebird. Slowly stocking up on that one. I don't know if anything's going to happen with her. I mean, who knows if it's ever going to catch on, but picked up. Did you see the trailer for the Winona Earp sci-fi show? I thought it looked pretty good, so I went out and found a set of these for about 16 bucks or so, one through five from Image. I don't know if these are ever going to be more than a $20 set, but I figured it was worth the gamble. I'm not sure when that show is coming on, but I didn't think it looked bad actually. Here's definitely a book you should be looking for right now. Justice League 6, the 1 in 25 variant. This book has really started to come back. I don't know if it was ever hot, but it's definitely, it wasn't priced at what it would have been when it came out, meaning 1 to 25, maybe 12, 15, even 20 bucks. I actually got this for 7.50, so I was really happy with that, and it's been selling for over 30. So definitely one to keep an eye on. And I think it's just because of the rumors of Darkseid and being in some of the new DC stuff. All right, I picked these up as a lot off of eBay. Again, I got a #7. I also picked up a 5 and 9. Not sure if I have 5 and 9. I might have one of them. I can't remember. They're not 7 and 9 aren't bad. 5 is a little bit of spine stressing. Paid $6 each for them. I mean, can't go wrong with Batman New 52, especially under issue 10. Oh, check these out. Really awesome. Glad to have got these offline. Paid $7.30 for this one. It's signed by Paco Medina, the cover artist. These are all Mexican variants. Some of them are like La Mole Comic Con variants. Some of them are just newsstand variants from Mexico. So I got these at really good prices from a seller, and really cool books to have in my collection. This one I paid $12.30 for, and again it's signed by the cover artist. Really cool Batman #39, which is 39 is part of the end game, I believe, isn't it? It's a great cover. These as well. If you can't afford the regular covers for these, the Mexicans are the next best thing. They also make German variants, at least for this one I know. I'm not sure if they make the Black Cat, J. Scott Campbell covers for Amazing Spider-Man 11 and 12 Mexican versions. Paid about 12 bucks each for those. I mean, the regular covers are really going crazy, and of course this one. Let me see how much I paid for this guy. This one I paid 25 for. Deadpool number 10, the J.C.I. Campbell Siege cover. Tough, really tough book to find, and it's over $1,000 in high grade. I also picked up the Star Wars number 1 La Mole Comic Con Boba Fett variant for about $250. So those are really cool. Something different. I don't know where you're gonna find them except probably on eBay. You know, your local shop's not gonna have them, most likely. Did you get one of these? Kind of. It's a little old now. I paid 39 for it. I actually pre-ordered it, and so I'm glad to get it. I don't know that it's going for much more than that right now. Who knows with variants if they're gonna go crazy or not. Howard the Duck number 3, the Gwenpool variant by Rob Liefeld. Alright, what else we got here? Whole box of stuff. Here's one that I definitely like the prospects for it. Spider-Man Deadpool number 1, the 1 in 25 variant. I mean, two really hot characters, you know. I believe this was the highest ratio variant that was done. I like the cover. It didn't really take off too much. I paid about 30 for this one, so I definitely overpaid. But if you see it, I would pick it up just for future value. I think the cover's pretty cool. Got these real cheap off a guy online. East of West number 1, the Ghost variant for $250. That book's really kind of died down, but for these prices, I'll take them. Paper Girls, I had not picked that up yet. I got it for $250. Amazing Spider-Man 611, the Scotty Young with the Deadpool. That's just a regular cover. $250 for that, and $250 for the Turtles Jack Kirby incentive cover of number 50. Definitely can't really beat those prices on any of those books. Alright, next up we went to a new shop, and this was the first time I'd been there. Wasn't sure what to expect. I'd heard good things. Start off with this. Now, I really wasn't too impressed. I mean, their stock wasn't bad. They don't have prices on anything, so it's kind of like put all your stuff together, bring it up, and he goes on online and does your pricing. But luckily, he wasn't using eBay prices. So I got this Batman number 24. It's probably like a 1 to 25 incentive, I think. It's a pretty cool cover for $7. Definitely worth it. And I would keep an eye on this. It's a Red Hood cover, like the original. That's the original Red Hood look. I think there's definitely some potential here, and I would pay probably 20 for a real nice copy. But I got it for 7, so happy about that. Spider-Woman number 37. You know, I always pick this one up for Siren, especially with the Deadpool 2 movie announced. Well, I don't know. Who knows what they're going to do with other characters, but she might make an appearance. Who knows? Paid, yeah. Silver Surfer 34. Paid $5 for it. This book was super hot for a while. It's gone down, but it's still a good price for that. This one here, I don't know I've ever seen it in the wild, maybe once, and for a good while it was going crazy. It's really dropped down now. Supergirl 1, the 3rd print. Pretty tough book to find. I thought it was going for like 100 at times. I paid 15 for it. It doesn't really go for a whole lot more than that now. So I guess it was just like a momentary heat streak there. This is cool. Check this out. Teflon Funk. Have you been following this online at all? This is their hip hop covers. The Teflon Funk Ready to Die swipe. It's a cool cover. I forget how much those cost. I have to look that up. Like 12, 15 bucks for one of those maybe. Supposed rumors of like a TV show or cartoon maybe for that. Here was another Spider-Man Deadpool I got. It was a lot better priced, but then when I finally got it, I noticed it was like a big crimple on the top. So had to ask the retailer or the seller on eBay what they wanted to do. They ended up giving me a little bit of a refund, so I paid like 10, 11 bucks for it. So I guess I haven't done too well on those in finding great deals, but you win some, you lose some. These are some I got from a local comic shop. Paid 7 bucks total for these, the regular cover and the 1 to 10 variant. This is the first appearance of Deathstorm, who was on the Flash show, I believe. Picked up this. I don't know. It was $1. Mad Max Fury Road #1, the second print. This one, Batgirl #1, which is an Adam Hughes cover. This was $1. I think he had it labeled as like a very good or something. Usually he puts like the new 52 for $1. I don't really see too much wrong with it. I'd say I'd have to examine it, but it's at least a fine. I'm surprised to find this one for the price, but it doesn't really go for that much more. NYX #4, I paid $6.30 for it. Second appearance of X-23. Must have just got like a new. The store always is getting new stuff in, which is great. So they're always restocking the back issues, but I'd never seen it before. Is what I'm getting at. So must have just got it in. All right, this was a find. There's a couple online websites that I use, and I always set up wish lists of stuff, so when it comes up I get a notice, and this was one of them. And it's kind of funny because I think it was just last video I showed my first copy of it. Daredevil 111, the second print variant. Super tough book to find. I paid $7 for it. Again, I wouldn't say it's like a 9.8. It's a really tough book to find without a couple spine stresses on it. But it was funny, I got the message from the seller, and they said, well, we took this, we found it in our inventory, and it looks like it's got some writing on it, on the bottom of it. Do you still want it? I said, yeah, I'll take it, because it was actually, what cost the most was the shipping on it. It was ship priority, so the book itself was like $1 or something. So it gets here, and it's signed by Ed Brubaker. It's like, okay, Ed Brubaker's signature. I know I can't, whatever. I mean, I believe it's signed by him. It's not like there's a certificate of authenticity or anything, but still a tough book. So glad to add another one of those. Here's one to look out for too. Super nice cover, by Ryan Sook. All new Wolverine #4. Believe again it's a 1 to 25 maybe, or maybe a 1 to 20. Let me see what I paid for this. Yeah, it's got to be a 1 to 25. I paid $18 for it. Really cool cover, isn't that pretty cool? I like it. Pretty cool. Got that at a local shop along with these. Paid 10 each for these. I don't know if I'd pay any more than that. These are connecting covers, and it's Daredevil #11 and Avenging Spider-Man #6. These are the bookends. I'm missing the one in the middle, which is actually the toughest one to find. If come to find out, is Punisher. It's pretty sweet connecting covers. Addy Granoff cover, so great artwork, of course. And I've also picked this one up, Daredevil End of Days #3 variant. I believe it's David Mack, maybe. Really nice cover there. I bought, let's see, I got this one. I got these next couple from an online retailer. Power Girl #4, the variant. Really tough book to find. I paid about $12 for it. It's been a couple sales, I think, of about 20 or a little bit more. Again, another tough one to find. Those Power Girl variants are really tough to find. Spawn #259, the sketch variant. Paid about $5. It's Pablo Sandoval and Todd McFarlane. When this is the first issue, I believe, that McFarlane returned as the artist. And the sketch variants, right when they come out, they seem to go for like $10, and then they drop down a little bit. I don't know that Spawn has great numbers anymore, but there's definitely still collectors for it, so might want to keep an eye on those if you see them at the shop. And finally, I got this Daredevil 509, the second print variant. This book is really tough to find as well. I think I paid like $5. Both of these are obviously, cover swipes on the original Daredevil series, but this Daredevil 509, I don't know if I've ever seen it anywhere. I think there's one online, and they wanted like 75 bucks or something. I mean, people can ask whatever they want. It doesn't mean it's worth that. And we know how crazy variants are getting now. People asking ridiculous numbers for the hard to find ones. All right, this was a new shop I went to. I don't know if I'll go again. Didn't have great selection, but I did find some things, and it's not really that close to me. New Mutants #1. It was a newsstand. I paid $4 for it. Um, they had talked about a TV show possibly, and yeah, who knows. Picked up a Nomad #4 for $1, which we know it's got a Deadpool cameo, early Deadpool cameo in it. Action Comics 521, first appearance of Vixen, paid $3. She is going to be on Arrow or Flash, I can't remember. And this is after she got her own cartoon series, which I think did pretty well. And this is probably like a fine minus copy, but it's definitely a tough book to find in high grade. So when I see it, it's usually not high grade. I think for $2, or what did I say I paid for that? $3 or something. I think it's worth it. Spider-Man 289. You had a whole bunch of Spider-Man in really nice condition. It's newsstand. It's when Hobgoblin was revealed, and it was only $2. I mean, it's probably like a $10 book at least. At times, it was a $20-$25 book. And like I said, he had a whole bunch of Spider-Man real cheap. So I got all these for $2. Some of the second series, the higher grade, the higher number ones, which starting at about 15, these had a lot lower print run, so they're tough to find. There's nothing else great about them. The cover art isn't great. If I paid $2 each, they're at least $10, if not more. This one isn't bad. Isn't a bad cover. Venom cover. Oh, I had one more. This one, I don't know I'd ever seen this one before. This one was $3. It's number 20, but it's definitely like it's a 100-page book. And it's in really great shape. I don't know I've ever seen that one. I don't know what it goes for. So I was happy to get that. And I also found this, which um, Deadpool #65. This kind of sexy Deadpool cover, which gets pretty good money online. I paid $2. It's got like a crease right here or something, so it's not perfect, but for that price it wasn't bad. And got these for $1. Um, Superman, Batman, 8, 10, and 13. Michael Turner covers. 8's the Return of Kara Zor-El. 10 went up. I don't know what it's selling for. I don't know that I ever saw it sell for more than $20 or something maybe. This is a Jim Lee variant, and you can see it's got all these Doomsdays and the Trinity, so it's really a cool tie-in to the new movie. And 13 is the Supergirl variant. It's just a great Turner cover. Couple Marvel Age for $1. 82. This one is definitely should be on your radar. Definitely a radar book. Um, this has the very first Cable pinup in it by Rob Liefeld. Uh, Came out before New Mutants 86 and 87, I believe. So definitely with the news, the Deadpool movie, definitely keep an eye out on this. And 91 Thanos Quest, great Thanos cover for $1. Take it. I'll take it. Alright, what else did we get? Okay, I also found at that shop, I picked these up. These were $2 each. Fight Club 1 through 7. Got that nice little run. And I couldn't believe to find this one. Todd the Ugliest Kid #1, first print for $1.50. I don't know if you've ever read that series. Many videos ago, I picked up a bunch of them. It's a great series. It's really sadly kind of ended. Not sure if it was the artist or the writer, but just kind of ended abruptly. But it's an awesome, awesome book, and I think it probably still goes for at least $15 for #1. It's funny. see here, Danny Trejo, I think, is in this book. I can't remember. It's been a while since I read it, but he's mentioned on the cover. Ties into something a little bit here. So that was, not a bad haul for a first time going to the shop, but like I said, I don't know if I'll go back anytime soon. Did you get yourself a set of these Power Rangers number 0? It's gone down a little bit now, but they seem to be selling steady for $30, and I ended up paying about 21 bucks for them. So I think the print run they announced was 50,000, and there's 5 covers, so roughly 10,000 of each color. Although the red one, I guess, is just the most popular, is selling pretty well, probably $20. The variants, though, are going crazy. The 50 and 100s. The 50, I think, is selling for just as much as 100 now. The 1 in 50. Here's another one to keep an eye out for, which I got real lucky on an online retailer to pick these up. Gotham Academy number 1. Paid $5 each for them, and this is the variant. I believe it's a 1 in 25. That's definitely at least a $20 book, so I got real lucky on those. But there's just a lot of new characters in there, and keep an eye on, I think it's 1 through 6 have 1 in 25 variants, and they're all becoming a little bit harder to find. Oh yeah. Where did I get these? I think I got these from an online seller. $12 for Outcast 1 and 2, which is starting to really pick up steam. It's kind of crazy, when that came out, everybody knew that it was going to be a TV show, but I don't know if they just weren't. I underrated. I think I got like 3 copies, thinking, might not be worth any. Might be worth $5 when the show comes out. These are selling for $20 now, and the show's still not out yet. So I don't know if people are thinking it's gonna be like Walking Dead or what, but can't beat that. Silver Surfer 35, Thanos cover. Great, really cool cover. I like this one a lot. Paid about $1 for it. I got myself an X-Men number 4, Omega Red. I think everybody's should have a copy of that by now. I'm wondering if they're going to do something with him in the next. Well, I don't know. He was in the next Wolverine movie, because he's kind of integral in the Old Man Logan story. So I'm wondering if he might get cast. Amazing Spider-Man 50, J. Scott Campbell cover. Paid $1 for it, and I paid $1 for this as well. Actually, 75 cents. Death of Wolverine number 4, the Greg Land cover. It's a variant cover. Pretty nice cover. And I also picked up this for $6. Contest of Champions number 1, the variant with White Fox or something. Is that her name? Apparently she's been in cartoons, but this is her first time in a comic book. I don't really know much more than that, but another Marvel female character to keep a lookout for. And I paid $15.50 for a Hulk 182. It was described, I think, as a fine, which I don't know. It's got a bunch of chipping. I don't have one yet, and $15. I don't know. If I saw it at like a convention or something, I probably would have passed on it. But it's in, I got one now, so can just upgrade from here. I think I could sell it for 15, maybe, on a good day. Oh yeah. So I picked this up from Mile High for $19. Omega Men 3 for a near mint copy. And I told you, remember that Danny Trejo that I said earlier? He sent out a tweet that looked like he's getting cast for Lobo. Now, whether it's in a show or another movie or whatever has not been defined, but definitely keep an eye on that. That book it seems to go up and down. That's definitely a roller coaster book, because they've been talking about bringing them into movies and stuff, but The Rock was mentioned at times, but we'll see. I think it could be a good casting. Have you seen this book, Star Wars Vader Down, the Scholastic Reading Club variant? The only way you could get this was if you signed up through the Scholastic Reading Club, which means you have to go through your child's school. Kind of like an order it through the book club, more or less. I paid $7.50 for it. And it's an Emanuela Lupacchino cover, who was a great up and coming artist. Um, yeah, so I paid $7.50 for it. There was one sale when they first came out because they were kind of rare, of like $75. And I think that was before people really knew how to get them and everything. So it's not more than like a $15 book now, but it's definitely still one of the harder to find Star Wars books. I don't know how many they printed, but it's not going to be, unless they release them to the retailers later or something. You're going to have a hard time getting it. Alright, this I purchased as a lot just because I wanted the last book, but these were all $4.25 is what it came out to. Cable and X-Force 1, which, I don't know, maybe that'll have a future. This is the 1 to 50 Casada variant. $4.25 for a 1 to 50 variant is obviously a pretty darn good price. But now with things the way they're going, this might have a little future now that I think about it. Might be worth keeping an eye on. And this is the sketch design variant. Don't know what the ratio is. It might be a 125. And number 5, this is a pretty cool cover with Domino and X-Force. Lenlin Lionel U cover. That's a pretty nice cover. But I really got it for this, which again, these were all $4.25 each. Again, another connecting variant cover. So I got that one for $4.25, and I paid $20 for this one. And I'm missing the one, which is, it must go in between them, I guess, or I don't know. I can't remember how these line up, but it's Avengers Assemble variant with Hulk on the cover. It's really, again, I got the easier ones to find. And I believe these are Gabriel Dell'Otto covers. Awesome covers. Alright, hitting the home stretch here. These I got from an online retailer. Great prices on these and really added some good stuff for my collection. Star Wars 3, I paid $8.50 for it. That book never really heated up, I don't think, like people thought it would. Because I think it's the first Han Solo, isn't it, in the comic? Her first Han and Chewie. Never really took off with the last movies. I don't think like people did. Did think it might. $20 for Uncanny X-Force number 1, the J. Scott Campbell variant. Pretty cool cover. Nice high grade copy. It is now there's another one that's Midtown, which has like their Midtown Comics logo. This is obviously not it. It's the exact same cover art though. And this one goes for more than the Midtown one. This book, I'm really surprised how affordable it is. Elektra number 1, I'm pretty sure this is a 1 to 100 variant. It's either 1 to 50 or a 1 to 100. I think it's 100. Bill Sienkiewicz, awesome cover. I paid again $20 for that one. So really happy to get those pretty cool and somewhat hard to find variants. I got these off eBay the day that they came out, and these have really, Bloodshot Reborn, I kind of knew. I'd done a little research and was waiting for them to the day they dropped, and I found them off eBay for a guy who was selling them. Basically, had them priced like like a shop would normally price the incentive, but these are a little bit harder to come by. So this is a 1 to 50 Bloodshot Reborn number 10, and I paid $23 for that. And this is the 1 to 100, which I paid $63. The Jeff Lemire pen variant. This thing's awesome. I really like this. Now there was a Harbinger one that was a 1 in 125 that has become pretty hard to find and goes for about 150 to 200 maybe raw. But this one here is the one you really want to get right now. Because this was an incentive for Bloodshot Reborn only, whereas the pen one was a line-wide variant, meaning even though it was a 1 to 100, it went across all of your Valiant titles for that month. So if you ordered 100 Valiant titles, you could get that. whereas this was only if you ordered 50 of Bloodshot Reborn specifically. And it's come out some online sources as to there's probably about like, I think under 300 is what they're saying. I can't recall, but it's very minimal. And a lot of the Valiant 1 to 50s are really tough to find anymore. So it's been selling for upwards of 75. So if your shop has one, you know, and they still got it priced fairly low, you might want to pick it up. Oh yeah, I got these. I had pre-ordered these once I heard the news, which was the Adam Hughes variant was coming, and the Silk JSC variant was coming. I found a place to pre-order them, which most people had already had all their orders in, and the artist wasn't announced, so you might have been searching for these. I ended up paying $12 each for them, and I threw them one of these just for shits and giggles, Deadpool #1. But I paid $12 each for them. They're going, you know, right out the gate. They were going for 40 to 50, and I think they've pretty much held there, if not more, for the Silk. Yeah. I also got this guy. We'll wrap it up with this guy. I got the variant off the J. Scott Campbell store online, signed with a COA. Ended up paying $57 after shipping, which that was about what the market rate was at the time that I got it. So hope you enjoyed all my new comics, and remember to comment. Thanks for watching. Remember to comment. I'll do a little raffle for giveaway books, and we'll catch you next time. Keep trolling those dollar boxes.